Hey guys, welcome to our Saturday night thrift haul. We go live every Saturday night at 8:30 Mountain Time to show you what we've been thrifting for profit. And we're going to tell you what we paid for it and what we're going to sell it for and what, if anything, we're going to do with it. Mostly we have like home decor and we have a lot of like little smalls, and then we have some books and linens today.
Yep, and some of it's vintage, some of it's antique, some of it would be what people call retro.
Some of it's just cute, and so we bought it, and I'm not sad about it. And
I feel like a lot of it fits into like the current cozy cottage vibe. We have some little stuff that people like. We've got some bigger things. We got some quilts.
We got stuff. Was it Jan?
Yes.
Jan from Michigan. We finished going through her boxes, so you see a lot of the smaller items came from her. Next week, we'll probably have some boxes that one of my local friends gave me. So excited to show those to you. We got a lot of stuff in the barn.
We have to sell that because spring cleaning is coming and the thrift stores are usually loaded.
Yeah, for sure. We did get a high chair given to us, and then we gave it to our cousin. So that was really fun. But
yep.
All right, if you want to shop along, everything's at JamieRayVintage.com. Click thrift finds and thrift flips. Everything's listed there. Caitlin will drop links, but it's all listed. So better to search now because things sell fast. And we'll get started with our letter mugs.
All right. Interestingly enough, this one is not Anthropologie. It's a home essentials, but hold on. It's like a sneeze cough coming. All right. This one here is an L. And it was actually going for more online than the actual Anthropologie single finger mug. That's like their quintessential popular mug here. Both are $9.95. I paid $1.50 for each. This one has the L on both sides. So if you're left or right-handed, but the Anthropologie one, you only get one M. And then we have Jamie's mug. Yeah, you say it. I can't say that.
It means to praise continuously in Spanish.
Okay, this one is Ray Dunn, $13.95. I think, oh, we do have a couple more mugs, but I'm going to have to wait for a minute.
Okay, we'll wait till we get those. So let's go through some of the silver and copper that I have in front of me. This is a silver pedestal. I looked it up and it said it was made in Japan. It would have had a sticker on the bottom that said Japan. And it's got some tarnish to it. It's got a nice weight, which I like. It's $14.95, perfect little candy dish, or you can put trinkets in there. And then it's got like, it's tightened by a nut, which is kind of, is that what that would be called? A nut?
Yeah.
Which is kind of unique. They're not usually like that. But
sometimes they're like
the
they're braised together, but
yeah.
So I just realized you may see some copper back there. I'm just teasing you. That's
all mine.
That's all Jamie's copper. She did sort through it today, and she's like, these are the pieces I want to retin. And so I was waiting for a package from UPS, and I missed them yesterday. And if you miss them twice, they send it back. Especially this time of year, I'm like, no, I can't be having that go back because I won't get that until like January 15th at this point.
It's our new phones, which we desperately need because if you guys know, we use these for filming, editing. I do 95% of my computer work. I list everything for the website with my phone. And so after a year, my phone is pretty toast.
Yeah. So I polished copper all day long while I was like waiting for that UPS guy to show up. And for a minute, I was like, Redrick, I got to go to the bathroom. I need you to come sit up here and don't leave. Like, unless I'm in the room, don't leave the room.
Well, you could have put on there that they could leave it without you being here.
No, I had to sign.
Oh, okay.
So
well,
anyway, that's why the copper got done. There's like 9 pieces over there on the table that I haven't polished, and a couple have holes in them that I'm going to attempt to repair because I've been watching lots of videos, and, you know, I do all the things that I think I can do.
So maybe in the next couple of weeks, we'll have some more to sell is what he's telling you.
Yes. All right. Sorry. Long story.
I'm helping him.
That was a short story made long. Okay. So we've got some cast iron pieces. This is, when I looked this up online, it's listed as like a drawer pull. You could probably use it as a drawer pull, but I think it works better as like an apron hook on a board, or it's cast iron. It's got a little base on the back here, $4.95. But I think it works better for hanging things like an apron or something off of there. And then I'm going to show you
all the cast iron.
All the cast iron, yes.
Oh, and the cast iron doll.
We have this anchor hook. This one is $6.90 or $9.95. I think that's what that says. And then we have this little swag here. We paid $1.50 for like all of this cast iron at the Deseret Industries. This is also cast iron. This one is $19.95. And then I believe these were these from
$36.95.
These were also from the thrift store, the DI.
Were they?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all like blending into me.
We have a pair of these for $36.95 on those.
While Deb was busy polishing copper, he didn't have anybody bugging him because I was out to brunch and shopping, which is not something I do very often.
This one's $8.95. It's much larger than this one.
I did bring him home a summer sausage from the mall, though.
I was excited. I love summer sausage, especially this time of year.
I was going to buy a cheese spread, but I was like, I ain't paying that. I can make my own, and so I did.
Oh, and we do have this tiny little dog that
my gosh,
we got
she's
from
so cute.
Jen.
Show it to him up close.
She gave us like a bunch of little
Take the tag off the
antique
back so you can show them the word.
collectibles. So this is $29.95.
Yeah, it's old. I couldn't find one exactly like it. So if you know anything about these cast iron figurines, sorry, it's a little blurry.
It's a little dog playing a violin, and on the back, he's got like a Cleveland banner across his back. But anyway, he's not very big, but he's cast iron, solid cast iron, and pretty unique and very old.
Yeah, he's really cool. I thought it was fun. Most of the cast iron knobs have sold, Caitlin said. Cast iron is always one of our like best sellers. We always pick it up. We carry a bunch of cast iron pools. In fact, all of the hardware you see on our kitchen comes from our shop, and I carry a ton of cast iron. I actually think I need to list some cast iron pools from our last craft kit because I had to buy like a ton more to get a good price on it. I do that a lot. I need to sell the leftovers. All right, next up, we've got these set of copper like Jello molds.
Is that from the bins?
These are from the bins. They were super greasy, and we like Zeb scrubbed them. I should say we. Zeb was on scrubbing duty this week while I was photographing. They're $14.95 for the set. Goodwill bins, we don't tell you the price because we like buy it together. But I think we only spent like $36 total.
Yeah, 30. It's like a bulk price, but yeah, it was only $36.
It sometimes depends on who's checking us out because sometimes like on heavy or not fabric items, they'll just give you one lump price. And we got the deal this week, so it's only 36 something for the bins. We just pay whatever they tell us. We don't ask for a special price. So, anyways, these are $14.95.
All right, so this is a cloche. It's got a wood base. I like the way this cloche is shaped. It was $3.99 at the Goodwill, and then this was $3.99 at Goodwill, and we're going to marry them together. I already have all the glue and everything because we think it looks better like this. And then together they will be $29.95.
I'm gonna see if I can find my
And
shirt.
if you have ever tried to go buy these cloches, you could spend like, I don't know, the cheapest one I think I can find is about $12 unless it's like a bell size.
Well, I love the chunky on the base. Like it's gonna look so good. We got some E6000 when we were out Christmas shopping this week. So we'll get that put together. Sorry, somebody had asked me about my top. I'm going to see if I can find the link.
Funny story about this particular top. It looks like it's wrong side out because the stitching is on the outside,
it's from Amazon.
which is the trend now. But we were watching a video that popped up in the feed. Someone commented on it or something, and Jamie was looking at it, and her shirt is on wrong side out. This video is 7 years old. It was a while ago. And I remember Jamie, she had like spilled some paint or something all over her shirt, but we had to film because we were in the middle of like 8 projects back in the day. And we just like threw a ton of videos up, like DIYs and stuff randomly as we were doing projects. But she like flipped that right side out or wrong side out in the garage. And you can see in the video, I'm like, you were just on point 7 years ago. Like you just knew.
Sorry, I'm linking it on YouTube because they asked on YouTube, and I can't click from here to there, but I just put it in there.
All right,
I don't know, Kaylin, if you can copy and then put it again for people in Facebook. But yeah, this was like $27. I think it's on sale on Amazon, and I have it in navy. Fun fact about my navy one: my 15-year-old daughter has worn it twice, and I've worn it never. So, and they're not totally unrelated, but they're way oversized. Like this is a small.
The
so
slouchy
definitely
look
do not size up.
Yeah, the slouchy look is in if you didn't know, and they're sizing things accordingly right now. All right, Mikasa, Italian countryside. These are like fruit bowls, serving bowls. This They are, I don't remember how much we paid for them. The price is gone. Oh no, $2 each on these. They're starting to get a little crazy. They're a little old. They're not super old, but a little older. They're $13.95 each.
Nadine, did you get your warmies already? Because I shipped your package, and I also shipped out Leslie's because I was hoping, because you guys are close, not too far from me, Nevada and Washington, that they would get to you before Christmas.
So fun fact, we are only down 20 orders as of like tonight. The gals at the shop have been hustling. Jamie's been in there a bunch. I've shipped a couple of big random things that take forever to package to hopefully help speed things up.
Because next week we will be in shipping on Monday. Ivy, it's her last day because Zaya's working and Eliza's coming in. So we'll get those 20 orders out. And then probably some of this, and then we won't be shipping again until Friday because our shop will be closed Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, day after Christmas, just to it's a slower time of year for us other than like our Saturday thrift haul, and we want to make sure that our employees get enough time with their family. So we're taking those 3 days off, and then we'll be shipping again on Friday. But they've done such a good job.
Yeah, we're pretty much caught up. Like
Monday
20 orders.
Get out the last 20 orders. Like 20 orders they can do in
20 orders for us is caught up.
Yeah, like we are so excited. Oh, and Leslie got her package too. I'm so happy. I happened to go in while Redrick had agility, and I saw that you ordered, so I just
I've had some things take that I ordered before Thanksgiving that have taken a month to get here, and I have some things that show up like next day.
It's all in God's hands now. Same thing with me. I ordered pajamas in November that haven't arrived yet, but it's because there's so much, sometimes you just have to wait. We have no control over it until the FedEx, UPS, USPS figures out their life. It'll get diverted a weird way, and then it just shows up one day.
Okay, we got this pair of candlesticks here. These were $1.50 each. I want to say that I think they're stainless steel, but I didn't know for sure. So
they're like a brushed stainless.
I just called them metal. The pair of them, they look like they're silver. I love the style on them.
They're cuter to me.
They are $26.95.
How much did we pay? Did we get those?
$1.50 each.
Those are so cute. Jennifer says she signed up for the paper subscription. We're also on top of the paper subscription. Zeb has everybody
all of
who's
them printed out.
Your papers are printed, and so that week between, like the week after Christmas. So when we get back from Christmas, we'll get all caught up shipping, and then that next week we're gonna package everybody's paper subscriptions, so that way we can start shipping them out January 1. I mean, unless that's
you can sign up until the 12th.
We're closed January 1.
Yeah.
So January 2. Maybe we'll ship them out December 31st.
Is it the 12th that you can sign up till?
Yeah, you can get them till the.
And then if you sign up after the 12th, you'll get February's subscription because we're doing 4 new papers every month with the subscription. The one time you can do them one time if you don't want to subscribe for every month. If you want to see what the papers are going to be before you do it, but they will be about a month ahead of the season. Yeah. So just know that. And then there'll be probably one that's just generic for all the seasons in every batch.
So yeah, January 1, we're closed. So maybe just because, I can do what I want. Maybe we'll mail them out December 31st if we get them all done, because I'm planning on doing them the week I don't know. We'll have them done by then, but we'll mail them out January 2nd. Let's just plan on that. And then, you can order them till the 12th. And then if you order after January 12th, that's when we start getting ready for the next subscription, and then all of those will go out the following month. You get what we're saying.
All right. Proof that Americans love to burn candles, and it is also the case in Europe too. There's just a ton of things every week that we find for candles and burning things. This is no different. This cute little house with the star up on top here is a candle holder, and then kind of illuminates out, and then it's got a chimney for your smokestack.
I just like candles in general. I don't always burn them. I actually have my silver candelabras right now with no candles on my dining table, and they're just pretty. They're polished up, and I just like them. So
this was $5.99 at Goodwill. We're not doing anything to this. We're going to leave it alone. I know you're shocked. And we're going to send it on its merry little way.
Caitlin says she likes to heat up the warmie and then sit and watch TV on a cold night. It's very cold. I need to go.
Jamie was freezing tonight. I
need to go get.
I came in from outside because I was playing with the tinning stuff up until we had to set up for the live stream, because it's going to take me some practice to get good at that. I tinned one thing that I got good enough. This one here, It's got some new tin on it tonight. This little guy, I'm like, I'm going to take the smallest pot and practice with that one. I should have taken a bigger pot because my hand doesn't fit good in this pot when I'm holding the wadding. Oh no, it's like a fire and gloves.
I can do things.
I know, but I don't want you getting hurt.
Okay, yeah, no, we don't. If you guys were on the subscriber live or the channel member live, I'm finally healing from my wound from the razor blade.
But while I was outside doing that, I come inside. Jamie's got the heater cranked up. Like, I'm all sweaty right now. It feels like it's summer in here.
I am finally warmed up. And you know what? Sometimes I deserve to be warm. So
okay, this tray was maybe the find of the week.
I thought we were going to finish it up, but you could have worn shorts. I don't see a price tag on this. So you show that, and I'm going to see if this is listed.
Yeah, I didn't price this.
Okay.
This is a good piece, so hopefully she finds it.
Yeah, if I didn't price it, then I will.
This tray needs cleaned up. I'm going to sand it before we ship it out to you. They are removable. This was the original sticker price on this on sale was $35. It's half of it's ripped off. I got it for $2 at the DI, the Deseret Industries. And I love when mixing wood and metal. So I'm going to sand this up. It's got a couple little looks like grease stains. Going to re-oil it with the tung oil from Sweet Pickins. And then this is going to be $29.95. And if you don't want these, you could probably, I don't know if it'll fit a pie plate. Some of them do. I'm not going to guarantee that, but you could switch these out really easily.
All right, it's not listed. So how much should we ask for this?
I don't know. You're the pricer right now. You have all the power.
I'm gonna say 22.
Okay. And then we're a little late on it, but we just got it this week, so it is what it is.
It's cute. It almost looks real. Like it's a really good fake one.
So I saw these little Christmas trees. This is a 14-incher. Some of them were like $20. Ours is $12.95. We only have one. Usually people get 3 or 4 of these and use them like a centerpiece. But if you got like a small little round table, it's perfect.
Cynthia, the Warmies are stuffed animals. She's like, they're soft, but are they? There's stuffed animals that have bean bags on the bottom, and they're made to go in the microwave and heat up like a bean bag. Did you ever make those in home ec or church class or whatever? You made a little bean bag or a rice bag that you could heat up in the microwave. That's what they are, but they're a stuffed animal, and they have lavender essential oil.
They remind me of a doorstop because they feel like a weighted doorstop that you could just like throw in front of the door in the summertime.
I don't know. I think they say on the directions. Caitlin, how long do you put them in there? All right, I just got this listed. It's $22.95, and this came from Jan. Yep. We have a bunch of enamel.
We've got about 40 things to show you, maybe more because they're all tiny.
There were a lot of little things from Jan this week. Sorry, still getting used to my braces, so if I make weird noises, just
this was $3. It was on the bottom shelf, just hanging out in the wilds, not under the glass in the collectibles or anything. It's Oneida, and it's very thick gauge silver plate. It's $28.95. They called this a round platter, is what this was called when I was searching for what it was online, because it's a pretty big plate.
All right. Do you want to unplug that? Because I feel like when you leave that plugged in, sometimes it goes funky, you know?
I'm going to leave it in until it decides to tell me otherwise.
All right. Next up with our graniteware, we've got 3 spoons, a cup, and 2 plates for $22.95. And then we have these 2 plates. That says 9. I don't think it was $9.95. Was it $9.95 for 2 plates?
For the 2, yeah. And then this one,
it was $22 for the 2.
I love this set. This
with the black around the edge, the 2 and the cup and the 3 spoons. This
is a great deal on these, and they're like, if these don't sell, I'm throwing them in my camping gear and taking them off the website.
Sub loves some camping. So
listen, a metal plate is awesome for camping because you're usually around a fire. You can actually, if you're in a pinch, you can cook on those.
Zeb informed me that we could not tin inside the house, and he must have a camp chef. But I think he also got a camp chef because he wanted it for camping.
It was on sale Black Friday. I also got the griddle because one of my very favorite things, and Jamie hasn't experienced it a lot because she likes to glamp, where we go out, we hang out all night, and then we come home.
We have camped together.
And I have cooked for you a few times.
You always do cook for me.
I love cooking over an open campfire. It's like one of my most favorite things. And at this point, after being in Scouts and the youth program for like 20 years of my life, adult life. I'm getting pretty good at it.
You have graduated to a camp chef, dun, 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 with a griddle, and they make pizza ovens for them.
Oh.
So that's going to be our next year purchase. We're going to get a pizza oven for it because we already have a pizza oven, but we have big parties. One pizza oven isn't enough, so we're going to buy one for the camp chef so we can have two going, and so when we're camping, we can make fire, like, you know, the fancy bubbly crust pizza.
I missed you guys all week because it's like story time central up in here. It's like we didn't even do a live stream Wednesday.
You know why you're having story time?
Why?
Because I was gone all day and you had all the words in your head and nobody to listen.
I was here pretty much by myself. Redrick's under the weather, and I think Redrick was sick 2 weeks ago, started everybody off, and now he's got a new strain of something. I think he got me sick again.
I'm feeling fantastic.
This pillar is for candles, or this pedestal is for a pillar candlestick. Speaking of all the things candlesticks tonight, I think I paid $1 for it. I can't remember, the price is gone.
We've sold this particular one before.
But this is perfect for that.
Oh, that is cute.
They are sold separately. This is $19.95, but just saying, like, think outside the box. Doesn't have to be just for candlesticks.
That's cute. All right. So I saw these in and of themselves. These came from Jan as well. They're just Duncan Hines cake pans. I actually have these down below here. But I was like, what could I do that would make these better? And then I was like, you know what I could do? And we've done this before. It's been a while. Take a vintage turned like pole. We have a bunch of them. If you've been in the junkie
chair
business
leg
for
would
a while,
work.
chair leg, whatever. And we're gonna make a tiered tray with a knob on the top because look at this fluted edge. Like, how cute is that going to be? So once we drill holes, put the vintage turned leg in here with the knob on the top and paint the center pole, it's going to be $49.95. And I think it's going to be adorable. I'm pretty excited about it. We used to do those all the time for markets, and we haven't done them in forever.
Yeah, because we were broke and we had lots of leftover pie pans.
Cortrina says, not story time, Zeb, LOL.
I know, right?
These Miro vintage muffin tins, we sell them all the time. They're not like huge money makers, but they consistently sell for us. Either the 12 or these sets of 6 or the mini ones. We're selling these for $14.95 for the pair. You get both of them. These came from the bins. This one was pretty greasy. We got as clean as we could. They're no longer sticky, but people love these. I mean, some people use them, but also for like organizing their craft rooms. They're really popular. So they're pretty cute.
And then a red colander. This one is in usable condition. It doesn't have rust that I can see. Not that I can see all the things, just saying. I would totally use this though, like every day. $3 at the thrift store. It's a great red color, good enamel. It's $19.95, and it's big.
Pretty sure that when we were newlyweds, I had a red colander like that. Or was it yellow?
It was yellow.
I wanted a red one, but I got a yellow one on clearance. We didn't have a lot of money, so it had to be on clearance. And this is before I thrifted as much as I do now. And it was one of my prized possessions. Like, I really liked it. All right.
If you need to organize, come January 2nd, because January 1st is recovery day from New Year's Eve.
From staying up too late.
We have you covered because it's organizing season in like a week and a half.
What are you going to put in there?
So this here, I would put at the front door, and I would probably keep like gloves, keys.
Can you tell the dropper? Where can I drop my stuff?
Listen, I have like 3 little, I call them caches. There's a drawer over there that's pretty much mine. It has like 1,000 keys for all the various different things in there. I organized it, and
it was only keys first.
And sometimes bills go in there that need my attention, but I keep pocket knives in there, some pens and markers, various things like that. There's like 3 or 4 spots around the house where I keep. But this could be your spot right here. This could be it.
How much is this spot?
This is $28.95, and this one is particularly great because if you put it up high enough, you can't necessarily see what's in there. But you could also make this cute too, like if you want.
You know where he really likes to put his stuff? We have a bench in the mudroom that he made for our anniversary. We had it in our last house. In fact, the video I was watching where my shirt was inside out and I had turned it inside out because it was dirty and I just needed to film is when we did the baskets there underneath that bench. So we've had it for a long time. And he just puts like all of his stuff, his tools, things he needs to get to the barn, things he needs to get to the car. So between him and Jack also puts all of his stuff there. Sometimes you cannot see the bench.
Jack is like a good mix of you and I, because I've been home since he was like working with you full time since he was like 10 months old.
Yeah,
So
you've rubbed off on him in good ways and in clutter ways, but that's all right. So next up, we've got this hammered aluminum pan with this tulip detail. It's riveted on the back, super cute. This one is $13.95. I believe, did this one come from the bins?
Yes.
This one came from the bins, and then this was from the bins too.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's either bins or
I got
Jan.
this at the bins.
We got a lot of
I think
metal.
this is from Jan.
Okay.
This is from Jan.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Jan, if you're watching, let us know. And then, but I did get this from the bins. Actual
Yes, you did.
copper.
So
It's tinned. This one sold for $34.95. Look at it. It's glorious. I'm obsessed with copper, in case you can't tell.
this was also from the bins, and I think it was part of like a larger pedestal like this, but now it's just it doesn't have its base, so it's a bowl for $9.95. Silver
cute.
plate. And this one is $19.95.
I think
I'm straightening this one out.
Did
right
anybody
now.
watch the bins video? Where did this come from?
I think it was afterwards. I'm pretty sure
love
I
all
unpacked
well,
this.
that's the thing. It was the same day we unpacked Jan stuff, so it's all mushy in my head.
Is that focusing? Can you see the awesome pressed detail in this? And this is tarnished, but you could this is pretty good shape. Like the silver on here, you could probably polish this right on up. We don't, because half the people that watch these videos are like, leave the tarnish, and half the people are like, I'm gonna polish that when I get it. So you do you.
All right, this all came from Jan. We have a silver plate cake server. We sell these all the time. I thrift them. I love them. This one is silver tulip, international silver, and it's $12.95. I have 3 or 4 of these in my drawer. I use them for serving all the time. Then I have the world's cutest little like cow and bunny. I'll take the tag off. They're $12.95. They got little hanging feet on them. Those came from Jan. Then just a little nest. This is $3.95, just waiting for you to put your little eggs in it for Easter. You can put it on top of a candlestick. Here, let me demonstrate the candlestick situation.
The Fitz and Floyd candlestick. Oh, that's actually really good. That fits perfectly up there.
And then we have this little set of Delft. We have a lot of little stuff, so I'm going to work my way through it. Delft bowls made in Holland. This one says Aruba, but on the bottom it says Holland. They're hand painted.
So they made it in Holland to be an Aruba souvenir. And it's got windmills on it.
Oh, I think it's a sticker.
Is it?
I'm not going to take it off because it was in the picture, but the Aruba, oh yeah.
I'm not going to take it off, but I am.
You totally can take
almost
that off.
couldn't
So if
fight
it
it.
doesn't sell, I'm going to take it off because I think it's much cuter like this without the Aruba. And these are, oh, they sold. So whoever bought these, just know that the Aruba is removable if you would like. Okay, and then we've got 2 more colanders. This one is a teardrop shape and highly collectible and valuable. It's got the hook on the top, so if you want to hang it on the wall, it's like good for Americana primitive kitchens. This one is $39.95 because this is not one you're going to find every day. This is also pretty primitive, but a little bit more common. So this one's $22.95, but
I love both of them.
They're really just great colanders. So love them. I actually love all the stuff that was sent to us. We got such good things.
This I found at the Deseret Industries, just hanging out over on the clock shelf. It is a chiming clock, but I don't know if it's functional or not because it winds up. It doesn't have any batteries or anything, doesn't plug in. And I don't have the key for it. So without the key, and you could probably just get the right size socket and just wind this up. It wouldn't be too hard to do that, or get something like a square key. They all pretty much take a square key. This was $7. It's walnut at the Deseret Industries.
That's so pretty.
And we are selling it for $89.95. If it was working and functional, it's over $200. But I don't have the key. I don't know if it works, so it's only $89.
We do that with a lot of our antique clocks because even if they do work when we have them, we ship them, things get moved around. I mean, I have 2 very fancy antique tall clocks in my house. My mom's like, can't you make them work? We actually have all the parts. We could have a professional come out, but every time you move them, you have to have them reset. And guess what? I move them around all the time. So depending on what I'm doing with my decor. So I just don't fix it. All right. We have over 30 stamps. I heard that the Western ones are actually really desirable. They're from Stamping Up. But there's a bunch of different ones. I'm not going to pull them all out of my bag. I got these stamps.
If you go to the website, you can see all the pictures.
Yeah, if you go to the website, you can see all the stamps. There's over 30. I got them for $2. I'm selling set for $22.95. And if you're a crafter, you know that at $22.95, like that's a deal. Because it also comes with these. I used to have a whole bunch of these, my acrylics from Close to My Heart. Remember when I used to be a scrapper?
Oh, I remember on the parties that you would go to and then also host.
I get people to buy stuff and then I got a discount and then I bought more stuff.
Who remembers that? Or who is still doing that? I'm sure some people still
But
do.
these are really cute for paper crafting or whatever. I just love them. There's like a little train in here. This one says, "You're the apple of my eye." This is a really good set. I couldn't pass it up for $2. So,
okay.
Am I saying my mom doesn't get her way? Well, if my mom really cared, she could pay to have somebody come out, but I don't think she does.
And do what? Oh, do the clocks?
Yeah. And to be fair, my mom is pretty hard of hearing, so even if they did chime, I'm not really sure she'd hear it.
They would bug me all day long because I don't do alerts or chiming things. Like there's an alarm in the morning to make sure that I don't sleep past it, and that's about it. All right, pressed tin. This is like faux boxwood planter. It was $5.99 at Goodwill. We are going to paint it up.
You know how we do a little base color with a dry brush, and it's going to be
pull
fabulous.
This out and paint it all.
Yeah, I'll
awesome.
just put painter's tape around the edge so it doesn't get on the plate.
I think you can just pull it out. I think you can just pull it out. $28.95 though on that painted.
Okay, next up, we're coming up on Valentine's Day. That's the next holiday. I love all things heart, so we have two things heart. I'll let Zeb show you the other one. This one is a heavy polished aluminum bowl. It was $5.99. We're selling for $28.95, and it's like a really big size. It's really cute.
This little guy here was $2.
Sorry, Shannon, I made you yawn. I shopped way too much today. I am not a good shopper like I used to be. I was sitting there. This was me and Ralph Lauren today because my back was hurting because my friend was taking too long in the store and I had to stretch it out.
Hence why I was alone all day.
Yeah. I had a good time. I'm not used to shopping like that. I'm an online shopper.
This was $2, little heart mold. We don't skip on these little gel molds. $12.95 on this.
That one has sold. See,
this one has the little brass hanger.
People love them for Christmas tree ornaments, and then they also just love anything heart-shaped. I buy more usually in the fall leading up to Christmas, but a heart-shaped one I will always buy year-round.
This one has a little something on it.
I love hearts. Notice. I have a heart-shaped necklace. We have a ton of heart jewelry in the shop because I just like it. Okay. We've got this really cute woven basket. It actually needs a bath, so it's probably going to go in. I'm probably going to take it in the shower and give it a little hose down. It's going to be $18.95. I think this is a perfect size for a loaf of bread, or if you want to put a bunch of muffins in it, or even like a fruit bowl or whatever. This I believe I saw had sold.
That came from Jan, and it was pretty tarnished. That probably started me on my copper polishing journey this week. Yeah,
you can see they used brass to like put the spout on here.
Braze it.
And Zeb, what would you call it? Brazing it, yeah, to attach it. And it's got cabbage roses, it looks like, on the bottom, and Zeb polished it up all pretty.
It's not 100% polished. There was some spots I couldn't get to.
I thought you did good. $49.95 for this one.
Let me rephrase that. I probably could have gotten to them, but I wasn't spending 4 hours polishing that. Just saying.
So I believe that the embossing powder would probably not go bad, but the embossing stamp pad probably would dry out. So if you still have embossing powder, I would say that because I really want to get it. I want to emboss this next year. I love it.
We have it. We carry it. We have IOD stamps, and I'm just like, I'm going to do that this year. This is 2025 is the year that I emboss again. All right. We got 4 candlesticks left. This Fitz and Floyd one, $5. We usually paint these up when I have a pair of them or maybe some of the plastic's broken. This one's not broken, so I'm going to leave it as is for $34.95. If it doesn't sell in a month or two, we'll probably revisit it and paint it white or something because they look great with all that detail coming through. This one is crystal, and you'll probably see it pictured with this fun topper. This all came from Jan, and I sent it over to Jamie to be pictured, and I just kind of plopped this in, and she didn't know that it came apart and took a picture like this. Hey, knock that off.
I'm so sorry. I promise I'm not as tired as I look.
So you get both for $24.95.
I need to take a new picture of it because for whatever reason, the only picture I have is with the measuring stick next to it, and that's not a very good first picture.
So this is seated glass, and it's got like this really great design. It's probably going to be hard to show on camera.
No, you can see it there.
This one is $12.95. It is like molded. You can see the mold line, but it's pretty good still.
And then this one is going to get repainted because it's silver.
Someone already repainted it. It was originally brass. I got it from Goodwill, but it's cast, so I love that. And
they must have made a lot of these because we've sold these like a billion.
Yeah,
times.
These are very popular style. And this one, it's got like a bunch of wax and stuff all over it.
Freezer.
So I'm going to clean that up, probably give it a new paint job because you can see the brass in various places through this, and it'll be $22.95 on that one.
So if you put them in the freezer, if you guys don't know this, the wax just pops right off. Not something I knew, and one of you guys told me, and it changed my life. Now, Nancy says, you know the most contagious thing is yawn. I know. I'm sorry. I shocked a lot. I'm so tired. It's been a long day. I didn't really do a lot of work. Usually I work some on Saturdays, and I went to brunch. I had huevos rancheros, and then I went to a couple malls. I got some Auntie Anne's pretzels. It was not a bad day. Eliza was with me the whole time because it was my friend and her daughter. And her daughter and Eliza have been best friends since they were like 2. And
Eliza's like 8 or 9 months older than her and has known her whole life.
So I was with my daughter all day, and that's never a sad thing when you get to hang out with your daughter, when you're cool enough that they want to go out to brunch with you.
I was with the boys. Redrick's sick, and Jack had a friend over most of the afternoon, so I didn't really see them.
I was babysitting. That's what I was doing.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. You can't be babysitting when it's your own kid. All right, let's go through the salt and pepper shakers. We're going to do this one next. We've got the single bear lady. She's single. Maybe you got a friend for her. She's $6.95.
She's big enough she could be a sugar shaker. She's got a lot of, she's got big holes in the top.
What kind of ink do you use for the embossing stamp? You use embossing ink. So you like put the stamp on embossing ink. It's clear usually. You stamp your piece, and then you sprinkle the embossing powder, and then you use a heat gun. At least that's what I used to do, and it puffs it up and makes it.
We should do it. We actually have never done a video on that, but we carry the stuff to do it.
I used to do it when I was little.
And we have all those gorgeous IOD stamps that we could do some really fun stuff with.
There used to be a craft store in Old Town Yuma. My mom and I went there. Core memory, I was probably like 7. I was visiting my sister Renee because that's where she lives. And my mom and I went. We bought a bunch of stamps, a bunch of embossing ink, and a bunch of embossing powder. And I just remember thinking it was the funnest thing ever. I've always loved crafting. In fact, I crafted so much as a kid that when my dad built the house that I grew up in till 8th grade, he put vinyl laminate in my bedroom instead of carpet because he was the general contractor, so he could do what he wanted. And my room didn't have carpet because he knew I was crafty. And he's like, she's going to ruin that. So they just put vinyl. Then I had a big table in my room, and I would craft. All right. Next up, I've got kitties. They're $12.95. This one needs a stopper. I think I need to just order a bunch of them, but they're cutesy little kitties. These are all from Jan. And then we've got the salt and pepper with fleur-de-lis. These ones, this says something on the bottom, Louisville stoneware. These are also $12.95.
They remind me of Faltzcraft. I don't think they are, but that's what they remind me of.
Yeah, and then Leslie said Ben Franklin craft stores where she shopped. We found a Ben Franklin in Oahu.
Yeah, we were in Hawaii and we needed some craft supplies.
It's been a minute.
And
that was probably like 2016.
I grew up with a Ben Franklin in Prescott, Arizona. That was my go-to for all of my art supplies back in the day when I was doing lots of art in high school. And it's gone. It's gone now.
It's the Ben Franklin. I think there's still a Ben Franklin in Oahu.
Maybe.
All right, next up, we've got these Enesco pitchers. These are literally the cutest salt and pepper shaker of 2024. If these haven't sold, I'd be shocked. They're little pitchers with lovebirds on them, and they're salt and pepper, and they're $19.95. These also came from Jan. Like, how cute are those?
We should go back to Oahu to see if that Ben Franklin is there still.
I could just Google it. Or we could go back to Oahu to check.
Yeah, you just missed your chance. Just Google it.
There's a Jack in the Box around the corner. All right, next up.
She knows where they all are.
I love Jack in the Box. All right, blue elephants. These are $12.95. Look how cute they are. Oh, they have sold. I knew it. I knew they were going to sell. And then these are not a match set, but they're
cute enough, and they're the same size.
So I made them a match set because I could do what I want. And we got a pig and a bunny, and they're $12.95. And these all came from Jan. And they are salt and pepper because you got 2 holes and 3 holes. Okay.
All right, I got a couple books, so we're gonna break up the salt and pepper show with a couple of books. This is from Jan. We found most of these a week or so ago when we opened up her first boxes, maybe 2 weeks now.
But we knew there must be more.
But I'm
so
like,
we waited.
I'm missing book number 4, I think it was. We have the Library of Universal History, and these are great. They're from 1897. They've got like the marbled edge on there, and then I don't know if they're leather bound. They might not be, but it's pretty old and crackly. So, but there's just tons of great. Well, not in this one. The other one I had, there was tons of pictures. Okay, there's no pictures. Oh, here we go. Tons of pictures like this in these books, like all through them.
Oh, Lavana Googled it. There is a Ben Franklin, so we must go. I'm trying to convince Zeb to go to Oahu this summer because my nephew lives there, and he has little girls that are my girls' ages because he's a couple years older than me, and they would love to hang out with their cousins, and I would love to just go hiking all over the island with my nephew. And Zeb says no because Hawaii is a trip that we'd give our kids when they graduate from seminary.
I never dreamed of going to Hawaii as a kid, and then we've been able to make that like a reality as adults. And
we took our daughter.
It needs to be special. I want them to see their cousins too, but
well, their cousins are special.
Toss up.
Just think about little Kiki and Misha.
I know. All right, so this set is complete. $149.95. It does have a little condition.
The complete here, that I know of. I found an 8-volume set online identical, so I'm guessing it's the same.
Yeah.
Is it red enamel colander sold?
I don't know.
Caitlin would have to look that up. I'm not sure, but Caitlin will look up in a second. All right. Nadine says she bought the flowers. I'm guessing these. I don't know if she bought all 3 of them, but I'm going to show them to you. We did have one more, and one of my kids dropped it, and it was unrepairable. Like it was a lot of drops, and it was Capo di Monte. So I apologize in advance for that. But these 3 made it.
It looked pretty much just like all of them.
These 3 made it. This one is Lefton, Royal Dover bone china, and it's the pansies. These all came from Jan. They're all in like really good shape. Usually these are all chipped up. So when we ship these, if you guys ship things like we do, we wrap them in bubble wrap, and then we put them in a box within a box. So they'll get put in a box with a bunch of packing peanuts around them. And then even if they only order one thing, it's going to come double boxed because you couldn't just put this inside a box. It would totally break. It needs more safety from cardboard.
So all 3 of these are $18.95,
yeah,
right?
All $18.95 each. And then you got the pink one. This one's the biggest. And then the white with the red ladybug. But if you've ever gotten things from us that are fragile and you're like, why is there a box within a box? Because that's the best way to get them to arrive alive. We spend a good amount of money every month, like to the tune of over $1,000 a month on packing peanuts, foam, bubble wrap, and boxes. And if you've ever ordered from us, you also know that I reuse every box I can from my house, from my vacuum, from the neighbors down the street. Like I reuse boxes. So we still spend a good amount of money when we reuse packing materials.
All right, I'm going to finish these books real quick. Southern Living Christmas. The Southern Living cookbooks are some of my favorite. The recipes they make you feel like you woke up and mom made you some biscuits and gravy. $16.95 on that one.
The Southern people, they can cook.
This is a Bible.
So good. I love this.
This Bible. One is, I'm being careful with it. It's from 1898. I couldn't see that anyone has gone through and highlighted anything. So you're going to have to read it page for page and go through and see if anyone highlighted any notes.
It is frequent with Bibles. Also, sorry, we had a question about the silver tray with the insert. That was a project that we did on Thursday's video.
Oh, yeah.
And that already sold. So what we've been doing, if we do projects during the week, like in the thrifting video where we paint something or make it over, we make that available the day of the video because we've already painted it. And then everything else pushes to Saturday. We've been saying that at the end of our videos, but we have a lot of videos, so you might have missed it.
And not everybody watches till the end.
Not everybody watches till the end. But the silver tray with the wood insert was on Thursday's video, and we did it in that video, and we listed it, and it sold.
For its age, this Bible is in amazing condition, and it's $42.95. Then we have Told in the Hills. This one, I think most of these are
Jody bought it. Oh, good.
Most of these are from the 1800s. Yeah, 1890 on this one. It's 1995. They smell like old books. I can't really fix that.
I think there is something glorious about the smell of an old book. It's lived a long life.
This is about the Irish Rebellion. This might have been the oldest book I found. The rebellion was in 1798, and the oldest dates they were like noting all of like the different citations and things. In the back, I found in 1802 or something like that, something close to that.
Jody, you did buy it this morning.
1802 is the oldest date I can find in this book. I can't find an actual copyright date, and it's where I believe it could be that old.
It's old.
It's 1995, and then we have 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. This is from the 50s.
Which one was dated October 14th, 1890?
That, I believe, was Told in the Hills.
We have some pretty old books. They're good. The old Catholic book, we repaired it and we gave it to our friends Richard and Angie. They are Catholic and they're some of our dearest friends, and so they're getting it for Christmas. That's why it wasn't listed. Sometimes we find things and they don't make it because there's people I want them for, and we're giving it to Richard and Angie.
All right.
I'll try to look for some more fun Catholic books.
A Desperate Chance. This one is from 1886. And I think it's about the U.S. Navy. At least the guy that wrote it was in the Navy.
Oh, Kim said that date is her birthday.
Oh, fun. That is my sister's birthday as well. Not that year, but that October 14th.
Your sister would be really old. We also found like the Vatican's cookbook, and we gave that to Richard and Angie. I like to give them all the Catholic stuff that I find when we're at the bins, and they gladly take it.
This is not in the 1800s. 1929, Founders of Our Nation. I believe this is like a textbook.
Yeah, I think it is.
1995.
And then classic, we've got Tom Sawyer.
This is from the 50s, I believe.
Yeah, it's kind of the same era of the League of Under the League or whatever that is. What?
20
League
leagues
Under the Sea, 20,000 Leagues.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, and this one is $16.95. We always buy the classics. Do you ship books to Australia? We can, but you have to email info@jamierayvintage.com, and then Caitlin can get shipping for you because Australia is our most expensive place that we ship, and so we have to be crazy.
It is literally the other side of the world.
It is so, and if we get it wrong, we could eat a lot of shipping, and we have.
All right, we got to hurry because we've got 13 minutes, and we still got to show quilts.
Okay, here we go. We're going to move along.
Okay. Jamie found these spray. I don't remember where she got them or how much she paid.
In the silver vase. It was free.
Oh, it was part of the
Girl
vase.
Math says it was
part.
free because I got the vase for $5 and sold that.
So you get 4 stems. See if we can get one out here by itself for $24.95. And if you've ever shopped like faux greenery or plants or anything like that, you know that how much of a bargain that is.
Next up, we have Williams-Sonoma turkeys. There's 2 that are slightly different and a little bit worn. You can see them in the picture. You get a set of 6 for $19.95, and they are candle holders. Sorry, we're going to have to rapid fire here. So if you want closer pictures, you'll have to look it up. Deb, I don't remember pricing these. So
those are from Jan, and they're cool and old.
Yeah, maybe they were meant to.
All right, Swedish clogs. They have a wood sole, but they've got rubber on the bottom, and they're like this felted fabric on the top. They're in pretty good shape. We Lysoled them. I have not done anything to the bottom because I'm just probably gonna like shine up the wood, maybe do some tung oil on that. But I'm hesitant because I don't know. I just don't want to mess with them because I don't know much about them.
Like them. I'm like,
so they're a European 38 or 36.
7.5.
No, 38.
I looked it up. That's 7.5.
But they hardly have any wear. Like there's almost like someone wore these very little. The soles are in great condition.
Yeah, they were just cute. I couldn't pass them. I didn't know anything about them, but
$19.95 on those.
This one is $39.95. So I looked this up and it was spendy, like over $100. But the one I had said that it was silver, like $9.25, and this is clearly silver plate over copper because you can see the copper coming through in the bottom. But it's a salt dish. And so I'm selling mine for $39.95. It's in really good condition. You could polish it up and the copper would shine down here and the silver up here. But it's just a really fun bohemian shell salt dish.
Are we painting these and putting art in them?
Yes. And I believe those are already sold.
$19.95 for the pair. They
They're
will
gonna be
get
cute.
a little art or
I
something.
want you to do be 2 florals, like
well, we probably have some that we could
little
pop in.
botanicals or something.
Yeah. And then we have this chicken planter. I want to say it's terracotta, but it's very thin and no terracotta is exposed. So it might not be, might just be like porcelain. It's $13.95. This is also from Jan. About most of this stuff that's left is from Jan.
Yes. Okay, we've got a set of 8 of these napkin rings. They're $19.95 for the whole set. And then I'm just going to slide those over because I actually think those did sell.
Those are good heavy-duty napkin
little
rings.
Crystal, I think it's crystal. It looks like,
Yes,
I see
it's
prisms.
crystal.
Crystal, it's $9.95. Oh yeah, it says lead crystal. It's made in the USA, just a little candle holder. Just really cute little one.
We got some Lovebirds bird bath here. If you want to bring the indoor or the outdoors indoors during the winter, is perfect. $19.95 on this.
Oh, the frame wants some, the customer that bought the frame wants them as is. So we will leave
no
them
art
as
or
is.
anything
We'll
in
put
them?
a little note in there so that way they can get them shipped out. All right, next up, got 4 little coasters for $14.95. Zeb would say 4 little places to put your change. They're tarnished silver.
Who has change anymore?
All these are from Jan. Who has change? Me. I spent, when you bought that quad and you had the leftover cash, you left it in the glove box.
You spent that today?
I did.
I told you. That was discretionary funds. So
I
you
discretionarily
spent
it all day long. All right.
So I bought basically off of Facebook Marketplace. It's a thing called KSL. I bought an ATV so that we have 2, so that now there's no fighting because everybody has something to ride. And we sold the go-kart, so that was the deal.
We sold a lot of things.
Anyway,
the mini bags.
The price, I got the price for like $300 less. And I didn't even haggle with him. I'm like, what's your best deal on this? He thought for like a minute. He's like, I'll give it to you for this. I'm like, okay,
well,
I'll
we already
take
have
it.
the cash for the full price. So I asked you, I said, is this my discretionary money? You said it was discretionary money. And you put it in the glove box and I discretionary did. There's still some change. I have some change for you.
This was $1. We're selling it for $14.95. It's cast iron. It was painted silver. We're going to repaint it because that doesn't go with our cozy cottage vibe right now.
Yeah, we're going to cozy cottage it up. This is a little soy sauce dish. You can't really tell, but it's kind of like fluted on the edge. It's got like a little design, almost like a flower. And it's $8.95. And then we've got a little dog. Zeb thinks it's chalkware. And I think he might be right, but I can't confirm. So it's
I'm not
$12.95. We're not chalkware experts, but you are right. It does feel like chalkware and like
I think it is bottom. But I can't guarantee it, so it's just it's just a little
we put that
dog.
It was a dog.
So this I think it's, I don't think it's crystal. I think it is cut glass or etched, something of that nature. Just a little candy dish, and it's got like evergreens with a star on the top all the way around. This is $12.95. Oh, is it?
All right, this is a little thimble from Lipco, made in Taiwan. Just cute little lady in her little apron and red dress and hair bonnet. $8.95 for the thimble. And then we've got Delft candlesticks. These are from Noble Hall, I think. $19.95. So cute. These came from Jan. Everything you're going to see here came from Jan. And then we got a little figurine, Hannah from Coal Point. This is made in England. And I don't know where her price is, but she's here.
All right.
I don't know where that went.
Little bud vase, etched glass from Jan, $12.95.
And then we've got primitive tools. The set is $14.95. Little bottle opener and a crinkle cutter. And then one of the first things to sell tonight were these 2 little mini watering cans. I decided to sell them as a set because they're just not very big. $9.95 for these. And then we've got just a little jar. I love these jars for little collections like marbles, or you could put buttons in here. And I think this one is $3.95 or $4.95. I can't remember for this one.
This is one of
my... Yes, Jan sent all of these to me.
Yeah.
Jan,
it was like all in a box together, and it's like tiny little stuff.
Lots of littles. $9.95 for the set of the little mugs. These set, we actually had somebody come in this week, and they bought we actually sold a ton of mugs this week.
It's that time of year.
Christmas.
Coffee, hot chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean, here in America, people drink probably tea out of those.
Yeah, they're kind of.
We don't have special cups for stuff.
This is like if I got to take some vitamins.
Probably one of my favorite things that Jan sent us. These are little measuring spoons, and it says tad, dash, and a pinch on there.
Jan did mail them. She mailed 5 boxes. We didn't know they were coming, and she said she was downsizing and she didn't need the stuff, and she wanted to send it to somebody that could put it to good use.
We're using it.
Home. So that's what we're doing. And some of the stuff that didn't make it is because some of the stuff I kept.
I do not know if these are depression glass. They kind of look like it.
This one does. This one does not.
This one is like a museum souvenir. Yeah. This one is older and could be something, but we don't know where our black light is. So together they're $13.95.
Oh, $5.95 for the jar. Okay. Yeah, $13.95 for those. And then this little half moon Germany dish made in Bavaria, $13.95.
It's like a little trinket dish.
She also sent me a cute little nativity. It's like teeny tiny, and I'm going to give it to my sister. We also had somebody that gave us a snowman nativity, and I gave it to my other sister. So sometimes people give us stuff, and I just pass it along.
We still have a few more books that are in the garage from Jan, but they're older. She sent us some really good old books. But I'm waiting for like a light bins book week, and then we'll mix them in. All right, let's show blankets.
Let's do some linens, and then we'll be done on time, I think, or close to it. It's only 9:26. Oh, you can see this is the rest of the copper waiting for Zeb.
Yeah. I said, show him what
I should show him this.
Oh, I was hoping Jamie would list that for sale.
It's not available.
It's leaking.
Oh, sorry, it's got water in it. I got this greenery at the grocery store today.
I think it's Edwardian.
Your money helped buy this.
We had 2, and I thought those were fake.
No, they're real. Look how pretty.
But this is like an Edwardian water pitcher, and we sold one, and I hadn't done this because I had some dents to get out of it. Maybe it's leaking. It is leaking. You might want to put like a liner in there.
No, you know what I'll do is I'll just let them. Oh, there's water all in this platter. That's funny.
So
I will. Good thing I didn't sell it.
So this is how
I had to test it.
You had to test it.
I'm gonna dump the water out and I'll just let them dry. They'll be okay.
So this is how these copper pots start when I get going on them. And I sometimes I test them just to see like how good they're going to clean up. And this is about what they end up looking like. Some of them are better than others. And sometimes I go crazy and take the flap disc to the handles. And sometimes I just, sand them with some 220 grit sandpaper.
All right. I have share winners, Seb.
Oh, we almost forgot share winners. Don't we have like 2 weeks worth?
No, just 1 week.
We have 2 weeks because Ivy didn't.
Well, Caitlin only gave me 2 names, so I guess next week.
Next week we'll have to do.
Sorry, guys. Nadine, Gwyn, GWIN, and Carol Frigno. If that's you and you shared on Facebook, email info@jamierayvintage.com with your mailing address, and we will send you Happy Mail. Be careful to spell Jamie Ray correctly. It's JAMIRAY vintage.com. So info@jamierayvintage.com. If you can't find it or whatever, also if you go to our website, the email address is listed on there. So sorry guys, I'm falling asleep on the job. We have picked share winners every week. So if you're on Facebook at all and you want to share some of our stuff, you can be entered to win. Make sure that the share is public. Otherwise, we won't get notifications of it. All right, this actually already sold. This one was $38.95. This is a kit that somebody put together, and there are buttons on it, but you could snip those off because it is quilted, like sewn quilted, so you don't need the buttons like a tie quilt. This one's really cool.
Yep.
I like that one. That's definitely
handmade. It's hand-stitched.
Hand-stitched. Okay, we've got this big one. I actually think this might be king.
Jamie has been buying the campy quilts.
Campy. $49.95.
Oh, one more rotation.
See what I mean? See how big it is? But I put queen because I thought, well, it'll definitely fit a queen, but I think it's king. Look how
all
cute
the woodland
that is.
Creatures.
It's got a few snags, rips. It's lived a little bit of a life. It's $49.95.
I definitely think that's a king.
Yeah. And it's hand stitched, even though I think it is mass produced, but it is a hand stitched one. This also has hand stitching and might be mass produced. This is like I don't think the pictures show it very well. This one is like a lavender lilac. They're actually lilac flowers on it.
It's very light. It looks pinkish to me.
Yeah, it's purple, homeboy. There's a lilacs. It's queen size. And then on the back, it's got like just a lilac fabric. It's got the scalloped edge, which I love.
Flip. But you got to come this way.
It does have some tears. I put that on the listing. It's well loved and worn. This one's $49.95. We got 2 more. This one, I haven't bought as many Afghans lately, but I couldn't pass this one because it's in really good condition. And I love the like zigzag pink and white. It's really pretty. And we've been selling a few more. So I've been trying to
We had a big
replenish them.
stash because we found a ton this summer, and most of them are gone.
We
now.
have a display and there's a few holes in it. So we've been buying more. So $19.95 for that one. And then last but not least, we have this one, and I really like it. This one's also shabby. How much is this one? Is this one $49 too?
I believe so. It's a
$49. It was a $49 week. $49.95.
So this one is like a cutter quilt. It's hand
I would totally
sewn.
use this on my bed. I think it's so cute.
But all these pieces are individual.
Yeah.
I think someone used a machine to put some of those on.
There's
and
hand
then,
stitching and machined.
Yeah, it's mixed, but that's pretty typical. That you're not gonna like hands. Well, they used to, but if you got access to a sewing machine, you're gonna sew all those little pieces together.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas.
Yes, have a great
Next
Christmas.
week, we will have all of our regular videos except for Wednesday. We will not have Waste on Wednesday because we will be enjoying Christmas.
Yep.
But we will have our video Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. So if you like this video, please share it out, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to Jamie Ray Vintage for more
DIY
and thrifting. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye, you guys.
Now we got to do the long walk around.
Deb has to do the walk around.
I used to be able to end it, and now I have to walk around.
See you later.